Hi guys, how are you? I'm Sep and welcome back to my channel. So we watched the Lord of Mysteries Extras part 3 and now we are watching the part 4. So let's just begin. Old Niles Mysticism class as usual. Lord of Mysteries Extras part 4 and shout out to Merlin Sparrow for the translations and providing with the content.
今天讲一下仪式魔法尊名以及我所在的窥秘人途径基础知识。哎呀，不要去想晚上的大餐啦，你还有很多东西要学。
I have done my dinner.
仪式魔法是神秘学领域的通用能力，通过向外在祈求力量，完成特定晋升或达成某种超自然效果。仪式开始之前。我们需要先确认祈祷的对象神灵。对于没有把握。
Oh, so when Old Nile was like doing the ritual to get the 300-pound bill or something like that, so he was praying to the Evernight goddess, like one of the 7 orthodox beings. And in episode 4, like the hanged man, Olgar was like telling like Klein is equal to one of the orthodox beings. I don't know how much of it is true because he was just saying it because of the like incantation, because it was apparently 3 honorific incantation, like the incantation that is usually used for the 7 orthodox beings, and Klein told Olgar and Audrey to use that incantation that he made himself to use in the ritual. So I think that's why like Olgar thought that he was equal to the orthodox beings. I don't see any other reason why that would be the case, but yeah, when they were doing the ritual they were like targeting to Klein, like treating Klein as the goddess or god, whatever.
普通人可以通过挑选合适的日期和时间提高成功率，非凡者则不需要。像存在邪神等祈祷时，不需要挑选日子，带有极大危险性。
So I think that what Old Nile was doing, he was just praying to the Ebonite goddess, but these things he mentioned that like these rituals can be very dangerous if not done correctly, and if you try to like communicate with any other like spirit that is not your target, like it can be very dangerous. So I think that most of the other people, like as example Ray Bieber, the descendant of the Antigonus family, when like he took the Antigonus family's notebook and he was also trying to do the ritual. So most of the people who is getting like out of control by doing the rituals, I think like they are trying to communicate with the evil gods, like the evil force. But the main thing is, I know like there are like many like cults. We know about 2 cults right now. One is Aurora Order and one is Secret Order. So these 2 organizations, cults, who are like trying to gain the Antigonus notebook and like trying to awaken the evil force by doing these rituals, because and there is so much hidden things in the notebook of the Antigonus family that even the cult members themselves cannot understand everything what is written in it, because it is like written in ancient Fisak, like that is not used anymore. So most of the people does not know what is written. Even like Old Nile could not like fully decipher it, like he just deciphered like 2 to 3 symbols in one page. The main thing that I don't understand, like what is their main goal, like after awakening the evil god or evil spirit, whatever the hidden entity is, like what is their main goal after that? Just because they praise them, like they see the evil entity or anything like that god, or maybe they're trying to awaken the true god, like they don't believe in the 7 main churches. They believe in the true god, like which we saw in the end of the episode 4, like the true god, like it was also mentioned in the tale of like myth of creation, that there was like original one evil spirit from which the other goddess and gods were created. So maybe like they are trying to awaken that true god, because they believe that he is the true god and he should be praised and we should respect him. So I think that can be one reason, but let's see. Yeah, we know that.
第2步要准备仪式魔法对应的材料，一般用取悦神灵的草药、精油、粉末、纯露等。
Okay.
第3步是布置祭坛，在一个仪式魔法中，神灵的位置最多以3根蜡烛留给自身。如果拥有与 撤掉，用相关物品替代。
So maybe it makes now more sense that when Ray Bieber was like trying to do the ritual with the notebook, like the notebook absorbed him because already in doing rituals, connecting like trying to connect with any like evil force is like very dangerous. Like we know there is some connection with the Antagonist family with these all evil forces. Like there is so much information that we don't know clearly about, and also the cult members, the organizations are trying to attend the notebook. So it even makes more sense and makes it more clear why like Ray Bieber was also trying to gain the notebook and like trying to do the ritual, because maybe it closely represents the deity or the evil force that he is trying to communicate with it.
但要特别注意的是，仪式魔法需要一个干净的、没人打扰的灵性环境，通过仪式构建密闭空间的灵性之墙。
Oh, so that's why like old Nile was like creating this spiritual world that Klein was talking about.
建立灵性之墙可能导致隐秘存在窥探。
Oh,
时尤其不能贪心。
yeah,
节制是每一位
moderation.
人活得足够。
But was not old Nile also like being greedy? Like he was asking money. I don't think like money was like essential part of the ritual or essential part to anything. It was just for own greed or own need.
这就是魔法的力量。接着讲尊名。尊名
Okay.
是特定神灵或用于召唤或控制特定的存在和力量。你可以理解为在祈祷或召唤时向本尊留言提醒。在序列之上，只有真神和部分准神的尊名，可以使用3段式来描述。
Oh,
非真神一般需要4段。
that's why. So now it makes more sense. Like as I was saying, that 3-part honorific name, just because Klein like made the honorific name 3-part, that's why like Olger was thinking, the hanged man like was thinking that Klein was the true orthodox beings. But it seems like that anyone cannot like plant the like make the incantation just 3-part and be the true god. The incantation just will not work if he is not the true god. So is like Klein a true like orthodox being, a true god in on the same level of the 7 other goddesses and gods? 4 or 5 segments. So if anyone is not true god, then 4 or 5-part on honorific name. Yeah, like even old Nile when he was trying to communicate with the Ebonite goddess, he told a 3-part honorific name. And it also makes more sense because like when Olger and Audrey were doing the ritual on Sunday that Klein told them to do, like they, it was actually like targeting Klein. And Klein could use the power of his grey mist even if it's not the divine realm, but he could still like use the power of grey fog in the real world. So if the honorific name actually targeted him and like set Klein as a target, then is Klein actually true god? Like the 3-part honorific name should not work for Klein if he was not the true god.
但像天使这样的非真神也可以借助真
Oh,
以下的存在。
if Klein is not the true god, like one of the like as the same level as the 7 orthodox beings, like he can also be an angel. That's why like he can take a 3-part honorific name. That is more confusing. So is he some kind of angel? What if like if your powers are so insane, like even as a beyonder your powers are so insane, like can you be considered as a angel? I have a crazy theory right now, but I am not going to say it right now. I will make a separate video with like all my theories about Lord of Mysteries that I have thought so far. But yeah, there are so many like possibilities that can happen. I have so many theories in my mind that could like I can say here, like with the angel and true god stuffs. But okay, let's just continue with the stuffs.
半神以下的存在通常不需要尊名，因为
Okay.
其力量不足以回应祈祷。
Okay, so it just proves that Klein, even if he's a angel or true god or whatever, like certain special beings, he is at that level or the like prayers or summons would not work, but it was working for him. So he is at that level, like not just the beyond or seer powers, but the power of grey fog in the divine realm.
召唤，
In
召
the
唤
meeting
尊名的核心在于准确指向本尊，只需要挑选其中3段尊名进行祈祷就好。如果诵念了某位隐秘存在的完，
it's dangerous if the being is, like if the being that you are like trying to communicate with or summon is dangerous or evil. But Klein is not evil. Like when they were doing the rituals, Olga and Audrey, I am assuming that they were taking the full honorific names of Klein that he said. So like that's why I think Klein could like understand and realize when they were actually doing the ritual, because it was taking his direct attention, because like they were using the full honorific names. Maybe the devil of black and yellow or something like that, that like the full segment that he said, like it is meant to be his full name. Okay,
这个途
now
径
mystery prayer pathway.
专注于神秘学测的知识，掌握仪式魔法、占卜、法术创造的能力。序列9到7依次为推。
Warlock, wait, is not like Warlock the like male form of like witch? Okay, melee scholar, mystery prayer, yeah, mystery prayer like sequence 9, old Nile is sequence 9. So yeah,
9窥密云主要在魔法、巫术、占星术等
yeah, in magic, so it's like kind of similar to magician. So witchcraft, yes, witchcraft, astrology, okay, so mystery prayer is like all these stuffs, but they also like master in mysticism. But seer pathway is more efficient for that, like if you like truly progress in seer pathway. So there is a potential that client could also progress in that pathway and like become more knowledgeable in the mysticism stuffs, and like by holding the meetings that he's like doing in using the grey fog and everything, he can be like he can have more mysticism knowledge than even old Nile in the future.
等神秘知识上有广泛
Okay,
但初步
and we still don't know what is the sequence 7 of seer pathways, because that is apparently a spoiler. It should be like also similar to something magic, because like old Nile mentioned that the seer pathway, as the sequence goes lower in the seer pathway, it becomes more magical. So it's like similar to mystery prayer and seer pathway is like so much like there are so many similarities. But then also like Emperor Rosal did not mention anything about this like mystery prayer pathway. He was mentioning 3 pathways, and one of them was seer. I forgot about the 2 other pathways, but they were not any pathways that we usually know or is under the like Ebonite Goddess Church or is like under the Nighthawkers.
于掌握，很容易感受到隐藏于事物背后的某些存在。
Highly perspective.
小心翼翼，对非凡力量充满敬畏，在知识探索与失控风险间保持平衡。相信我，不要抱有侥幸的心态，只要尝试过一次，就会不可避免地滑向深渊。序列
So like in the mystery prayer pathway, like they are usually like they are full of reverence for extraordinary power, or they has to be like full of reverence, like they need to respect the extraordinary power, but there should be a balance between like the praising and the respect and like not losing your control. So that's a like balance,
探索与
knowledge
失控
pursuit and the
风险
risk.
间保持
Okay.
平衡。相信我，
So don't take any
不要抱有
chance,
侥幸的心。
because they have the knowledge. They can do like ritual and stuffs or anything related to that, like to get more closer to the orthodox beings or the creates like spirits or anything like that, but they should not take that chance, or there is a risk of losing control of yourself and your powers.
过一次，就会不可避免地滑向深渊。
Okay,
序列8，格斗
okay, now the sequence and melee scholar.
寻求事物背后的秘密，格斗也是属于
Okay, so there combat is one of those things. Okay,
事物的一种。该途径晋升到序列7巫师后，能够使用各种法术，例如照明术、除草术、驱邪术、幻魂术等。
soul summoning, that's interesting. illumination. So it is like similar to the sleepless pathway, like manipulating with someone's dream and stuffs, but not quite. Like that is like you are like entering the dream of someone's and then like manipulating the dream. But here you can like you are doing it from like outside. You are just like hallucinating them. Is not it similar to like doing in just normal rituals, or what is the difference? Like soul summoning, our souls, what is like here meant by soul? So like as the artifact 2049, the sequence 7 clown that we fought and killed, and like I'm assuming like trapped the soul of the clown into the artifact, like a sequence 7 mystery player can like summon the soul again. And after that, what? Like after summoning the soul, what can you do more? Like gain information from him, or like make him alive again? Like what is the reasoning behind it? There is so much
好，学
information
员
left.
们，今天的神秘学课堂就
It is ending here. So, what more theories can we make? See. Find. Obviously, I will make a separate video for like making more theories, but yeah, like the small theories can be made by just by watching the videos right now, like on the spot. I think the most interesting part was this part, like with two gods, special beings, angels. Like there are so many possibilities that can happen with Klein. Maybe Klein is on the same level as one of the seven orthodox beings. He is the eighth being. That's why like he was transmigrated, because he is the special case. Or he is an angel, the fool. Like he, why did he like consider himself as the fool? What is the reasoning behind that? He saw the card that was like representing his the tarot card that was like representing his present, the 0 number card. Or maybe there is one more possibility, like this world, like this magical world where Klein is like Zhou Mingrui is transmigrated into the body of Klein, and in this magical world where the sequence beyonders and everything, maybe the world itself is like mistaking Klein as the orthodox being just because he was transmigrated, or an angel, just because of that. That is one possibility. The other thing can be that he did the luck changing ritual, because I don't think the luck changing ritual is part of this world. It has to be part of this world, but the Zhou Mingrui, our original main character, he found the book online in that world, in our world, in the original world where there is no magic and stuffs. He did the ritual there, and then he got transmigrated. And when he did the ritual same like again in this world, then he got like teleported to the divine realm, gained the power of the grey fog. Everything started from the ritual, luck changing ritual, and it also like increases luck and everything. That was like completely luck, completely coincidence, or was it a coincidence? I don't know. We'll make another theory about that. Yes, more content farming, but aside that, maybe the grey mist powers that he gained just by doing the ritual is so insane in this magical world. Like it is not possible to gain these powers just by anybody. That can also be a reason. Like just having the powers of the grey fog and being the fool and the master of the divine realm is just enough to be considered as the orthodox being, and the world is considering him as the orthodox being. That is one more possibility. I don't know, I am just making stuff up, but it is fun to make these theories, and there can be so many more possibilities. So yeah, so that was it with Old Niles Mysticism class, Lord of Mysteries Extras Part 4, and I will see you in the next reaction video. Until then, goodbye.